Hello, and welcome back to the Year of RPG 2025. DROD RPG 2 Architecture Contest. Nice and warm, my entry. We're going to have developer commentary this time around. After his latest courageous deeds, Tendry took a moment for himself. He would go to the beach, enjoy the sun, and chase his poetic muse. Alright, so... Oh, I've already been in here because I was just testing to make sure that things work. I think Kieran requested that. So yeah, I was just making sure that the score points and everything were working as intended in the final compilation. So we'll take the map, but it won't do anything. Anyway, I decided to make an entry based on hot tiles, because that's everybody's favorite element, right? So this explains the gimmick here. Strike the orb to switch hot tiles from doing 10% of your HP to doing 50 HP damage, just flat damage. There are 2 score checkpoints, 1 for each style, so we will be playing through this twice. The orb cannot be reached once you've left, and it's default scoring. So we could... so we could do this, and then take a flat 50 damage. If we don't hit the orb, we take a 10%, which is 50 damage. I guess I can... yeah, 10%. Now, by default... yeah, 10% and 50. That's what I went with here. We'll do the percent first. It's unexpectedly hot for this time of year. But I'm a stalwart. I always expect the unexpected. Still, a little shade wouldn't be amiss. Yeah, so when I was designing this, I was trying to balance the way the hot tiles worked, and I had quite a bit of trouble with this room in particular, with this gauntlet down here, and that's because I was trying to use what I consider to be the default values. So that would be 5% on hot tiles. If you just place a hot tile in the editor, that's what you get. And in a lot of user-made holds, I've seen 100 used as the damage for flat damage. And when I was doing 5% and 100, there was no way to balance this particular trade here, because you'd go down here, and I just had to put so many health potions in here for the 100 damage per tile to possibly have any chance of coming out with anything. And then at 5%, you just had a stupid amount of health. So switching it to 5, so from 5 to 10% and from 100 to 50 damage, balanced this, and then I kind of just built everything else around that. Alright, and there's a shield here. This is the first time I think I've built something using custom stats on monsters, and it went decently well, I would say. I guess there will be spoilers for intended solutions for rooms, particularly this one, which is a disaster and is almost certainly not optimal if you do the intended strat, but I spent way too much time trying to get it to work, trying to get my intended thing to be a thing you could do. So when we do this room, I'll explain that. There's kind of an unfortunate reality of just the way the hot tiles work. Every room does contain hot tiles, by the way. That was a restriction I put on myself. But with a lot of these rooms, when you have percent damage, which is the run we're doing first, you can kind of just clean everything out when you're at low health and not engage with any of the actual clever hot tile and like crates and other things. So the hot tiles I find on percent are actually way easier to deal with than they are on flat damage, which is kind of funny. Now, because we are on percent, we will not be taking these health potions. And I guess that's another thing. Like, I was concerned, and I guess I still am slightly concerned, that people aren't going to enjoy this entry just because it does have percent damage in it, even if it is only for one optional checkpoint. But realistically, this isn't like a Tendry's Tale situation where you're 4 levels in and then suddenly you have to optimize health and you have to leave potions behind on all of the first 3 levels. Because it's one small self-contained level, it shouldn't be too unbearable. At least that's my hope. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is find some fights that'll take our health down so that we can start crossing hot tiles. So we are absolutely leaving these free potions. These are traps. Don't take them. At least not on percent health. That key would be really nice, but again, on flat damage, you just take it, because it's never getting cheaper. But on percent, you don't want to. So I do like that a lot of the rooms do play out differently, depending on the mode you're playing. Our goal here is to get 3 blue keys in order to get past the fearsome Wubba. And then there's just a little bit of stuff behind there. What kind of barbarian slow cooks a Wubba? I guess I can just show this as well. So because the hot tiles are doing 10% damage, it will take 43 turns for the Wubba to die. If it was at a flat 50, well, the math checks out much easier here. 10 turns. And I did place it specifically, so when you're on flat damage, you can just run from the start and it'll die immediately, but on the slow cook, you do have to wait for 33 turns. Okay, I want to take damage. Another thing worth noting for this entry is... Okay, let's just attack a roach. That's not where I was expecting that egg to go, but okay. Eggs have 68 defense. There is a total of 70 attack, and we're on ×2 multiplier. So you need every single attack gem in the level in order to kill a roach egg. So that is just a thing to keep in mind. So if we want to do anything in this room, except for these apparently, I mean, I guess that is closer than the bridge, to be fair. It's only on this diagonal. It's like if we attacked this Wraithwing, for example, you'd spawn an egg. Or any of the water skippers, which just require a single attack gem to start being killable. We might just want to take you out though, because you go through a bunch of our health. I mean, you get cheaper with 2 attack as well. This is the room I usually like to start with. So there's a lot of attack in here. Wraithwings are +3. So I think we will get some yeah, we can still get through here by attacking the Roach Queen, but we'll take a bunch of damage. We can save ourselves a little bit of health, I guess, by doing this. And because I didn't take this potion yet, I can actually get out and not take the hot tile either. Do I want to do it this way, though? If I'm low health, I can actually just run through here. The thing is, it's only a single Wraithwing hit. Yeah, I feel like it's probably actually not worth it now that I look at it. I wanted it to be worth it to go through the center. I mean, if we are on percent health and it's low enough, maybe. Oh, whoops, not attack. Or not health. Yeah, so we got a little bit of attack. Let's go fight something else first. Oh, right. Like this Roach Queen. Okay, don't have enough for that, that's fine. Our health is getting pretty low. Let's just grab that. Anything else that we can grab now that our health is low? Saving up 4 yellow keys, well, 3 yellow keys, I guess, for the green key here is pretty nice. So, might as well grab that. Also, while it's cheap, might as well do that as well. Okay. Did not quite have enough health for that. I guess if we do this, we will. Might as well clear that out while it's cheap. And that is 2 yellow keys. Okay, we're going to try this room now. So I'm going to try to do my center strats and see how this plays. This pays off for me. Poorly, it turns out. Interesting. You take the fire trap damage first. Alright, well if I grab a little bit more health. I need... Can I get out? Well, I can't grab the attack. But I should have enough for this. Okay, got out.
You haven't seen the last of me.
And we have 3 yellow keys, so we might as well do this now. Getting us our first green. Where do you want to spend the greens? There's a green there as well. Well, you can spend 1 green here. This is really good. I wonder, do we have enough health to do this right now? With 1 HP. How does this play out? I'm gonna grab the defense first. It is faster to body kill. I think it's actually cheaper to turn here twice. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good. Right, we need a green key to get that blue. And we got a green key down here. Green key here as well. Green door, green key. Yeah, water skippers are looking pretty reasonable. In fact, 1 more attack gem makes them die in 2 hits, at which point... I mean, we could just do that. Although, realistically, nothing here drops Gruckles, so there's no reason to fight them. We can do that. Which is the cheapest way to do this. Okay, we got through. Probably just want to grab that. Yeah, so this room I'm kind of just ignoring all the puzzly type stuff you can do. On the flat damage route, I will be spending a ridiculous amount of time doing convoluted things in that room. Okay, 40 damage from... There's no way that this, yeah. There's no way that that is better than just, whoops, fighting our way through. I do have a yellow key, so I can buy more stats. And if I make the water skipper cheaper, I can just take it out in one hit. So those are probably our cheapest health at this point. So yeah, we have a yellow key. Let's just do that. So water skippers are now only 40. That's fine. So we're done with that room. It's still showing as yellow for some reason. Oh, because there's health, right. Health is pretty low here. Let's just do this now. Yeah, no need to fight you. Eyes can get cheaper still. We can go in there. Okay, you are doable now, and that makes a pretty big difference. We do have enough health for this. So let's just grab the shield. Okay, roaches are free now that we have the shield, so I guess this is a good time to start this room. So I did say you do need to clean out. You do need to get every single attack, which means if you want this in order to kill eggs, so you do have to use the keg there if you want to get all the attack. We can get a little bit stronger first. This room we can do now. Well, no, 2 more attack would help. Green key is attack down there. There's attack in there. Attack makes spiders cheaper still. I guess we probably just want to do this at this point then. I guess I don't have to fight those eyes ever. If I ever want that health, I do have to grab it first. I don't think we're doing hot tile stuff for a little bit, so let's do that. And we've got that green key. We don't need the yellow yet. Okay. We'll just come in here. And now roach queens are cheaper. What else do we want to use yellow keys on? We've got a keg we can buy there. We've got a crate which we can buy there, which with percent damage on hot tiles I see no reason for. I guess there's this. We need a yellow key and a green key when we go through there. And that's our remaining green key. With this much health, we're probably better off taking out the spider and approaching it from the top. Let's just grab the key. Get the defense. Yeah. So spider... Okay, spider isn't getting cheaper. Unless we get defense, I guess. These won't get cheaper. Maybe it's time to do this room. So I will reveal the solution to this. We will, first of all, grab the health. And my intended solution I don't remember. Interesting. What's my start? My start is to stab one of these. Yes, this will work. Will it? Why am I suddenly struggling with this? This is weird. I should know what to do here. You blow up... Maybe I've just played too much DROD RPG today. So, using these 4 kegs, it is possible, without grabbing this keg, to clear the room, right, because that's going to kill you. Yes, okay, so this is fine. You can spawn an egg. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see the solution. Yeah, we blow you up. Attack you. But there's no way, like I've done this without buying this in the past, and I just don't see it right now. Leaving the health behind doesn't help. I know that. The first thing we do is stab. Maybe that's it. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, I think this was it. There we go. So using 4 kegs, and I even blew up one of the queens so I didn't have to fight it myself. I think that's the most efficient way you can do that room. Okay, we still got this. just do that and get the key out. We have one yellow and one green, so we can go through here. That's fine, we can leave it. Gets us our blue. We have to take 2 more hot tile hits to grab that again in the future, but I don't want to grab it right now. Alright, there we go. So that's all of the attack. Which also makes water skippers free. That's all of the defense. Alright, time to count to... was it 30? Something? 33. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 33. You do take 2 damage. Okay, so 10 more turns should finish slow cooking the Weva. At this point then, we just want to grab absolutely as much as we can. Just grab all the stats. We'll start with that health, I think, because we do need more... oh, we don't need more health for you, because we can just take you out. We'll have a lower health for this, so I guess we'll start with this. Okay, and then we'll grab that. Grab that. And that should be everything, right? There's a key. You still get a bunch of hits, so might as well do that. We can grab this while we're here, and then we will spend the key here. Alright, and that is everything. Alright, and we made it to the end with enough health to get through a brain golem. A double brain golem, even. This last thing I just kind of threw in at the end here as a mechanism to show off something you can do with hot tiles. This is a timer. Basically, if you get here and you don't have enough health to deal with this, you can just wait until that brain dies, which reduces the amount of damage you're taking here. So that's what, 360? So you save 260 health, effectively, by waiting for the brain to die. But if you wait for the brain to die, you lose out on the score bonus from the skeleton key. More could have been done with this. But I had the health. We will just go through and grab it ourselves. Which, I guess in practice, only means that if you get here with enough health, then your score is even higher. So this is just a benefit for The optimizers that optimize well enough will have an even higher score relative to everyone else, which is kind of a dick move, I guess, on my part. But I just wanted to demonstrate this, and also I needed to have a hot tile in every room, so... The exit stairs also needed a hot tile, and I wanted it to have some sort of function. Alright, slow cook Bubba. Well, his beach vacation didn't help him with his latest poem, Tendry did at least leave with a new recipe. Alright, one more time. Now, I think most people see percent damage, and by most people, I mean Lova P and Kieran Miller, who I have seen their playthroughs of this entry already. They opted for flat damage when they saw that there was a choice. They just immediately went flat. I'm of the opinion that this is a much harder route. And it's just because you have to actually worry about the hot tiles a lot more. So yeah, what kind of barbarian? Flash fries a Wappa. 10 turns. So in this case, like, this is never really going to get cheaper. I'm actually not sure if this is good or not. There was a point where this absolutely was never worth getting. I'll probably buy it just to test it out on this run. I'm still not convinced. It might be a trap. So getting everything on the map. So stuff like this, this can actually be made cheaper if you get the crate. Does that actually, is it worth it? No. We're gonna do it. It'll be a bit. So we will be starting with this room. We are definitely not going through the center though with every... Well, okay, first of all. Okay, we can grab that one. We're not gonna grab this one because we're gonna do that trick with the crate. Just save ourselves 50 HP. We might as well just do that. And I think 2 attack right away helps on Roach Queens and Evil Eyes. Does not help on Roaches, but or Wraithwings. And we do have the peace of mind of just being able to grab health mostly as we want. So at this point, the first Wraithwing we kill will make Wraithwings and Roaches cheaper. Not Roaches, just Wraithwings. Okay. So we are going to start out here still. And do I just do this right now? Probably. I get attack out of it. And defense even. Alright, so that's that room mostly done. We can still fight our way through an Eye or a Roach Queen at some point in order to get more. From it there. Not touching that in a long time. Here we could fight the Roach Queen. Where do I want to go next? I really want the, getting the 3 yellow keys I find pretty tricky on this route. Especially since I don't like doing this room until I've got 3 roaches. Which requires a lot of defense. Where do I even want to start, though? Like, this is kind of just the problem. Okay, attack makes spiders and skippers significantly cheaper. I don't really want to be fighting either of those. I guess if we make skippers cheaper, we can get access to this cache, though. Like, we do have to do the Roach Queen before we come in here. Well, I guess we can do that. Roaches are a little bit off, although then we're having to fight 2 roaches. Which doesn't leave us with a lot of health. I guess we can run through here. I don't like it. Yeah, I just find getting started is really hard. Really hard on this route. And I don't remember how I do it. Buying that attack, spending the key might not have been great. No, we don't want to go in there. I mean, I could just fight that and it would get me a key. If I had a yellow key, what good would that do me, though? It would let me attempt something with that, so... you know what? I have a checkpoint here. Let's use it. So you can do that, and you still take the damage. That does give us enough health to maybe do something interesting. Like, it lets me skip this, which I don't want to do. I don't want to take those hits. So I guess the other thing then is, at the end of all of this, I can just dump it here. So is that worth it? What did I just get out of that? I spent a yellow key to save myself 100 health. And I still get the key back right away. As well as getting 200. I feel like this probably isn't worth it. This isn't what I normally do, but I am going to, I'm going to play this out and just see how it goes. We need still quite a bit more attack for anything to make a difference here. I mean, I guess we could just do this now. Not quite enough health. Also, if I want to, I have to kill that Roach Queen first. Which then means... Was it 3 hits? Yeah, 3 hits still on those. 2 doesn't make a difference. Okay, well, we got in. I have 2 yellows. I can use that to get a little bit more health. If I do this, still have a yellow. But I really need one more yellow key. I think I'm stuck. Because I can't get access to that. Okay, we're gonna start over. Because apparently I can't beat my own level. So I do think starting in this room probably makes sense. There's no reason to keep that. So maybe spending the key here was the mistake? We are still going to do this. Yeah, 3 hits from a water skipper. It's still cheaper. We don't necessarily need that health right away. Yes we do, we're on flat. Doesn't matter. It might be that I just need to take damage here too. Okay, so if I don't spend a key on that crate, then this costs me 100 health, and I don't get this health right away. +1 attack for Evil Eye, Roach, and Water Skipper. I might have ended up balancing the rest of the level in such a way that I can't show off what I want to show off with this room. Because I can't do this room yet. I just don't have enough stats. But I might need to just take stuff from it without showing off the inefficient strategy that I had that room designed for. Yeah, really the problem is that I need 3 yellows. How much damage do you do? That is health. Okay. I have to take it. Right, it's flat, so I can just take it. And again, if I just take that. +1 attack does help on a few things though, so... Oh, I can't get through you anymore. Okay, well, we have to take that Road Queen out before we fight anything. Okay, I save a hit by grabbing attack first. So let's grab the attack first. And then I might as well grab the defense. Okay, we got out. I mean, I could spend the yellow on the 400 down there. The fact that I locked myself out of this is actually really bad. And I could have prevented it. So I might actually just start over again. But it's not like I'm going to have enough health, regardless. Well, I mean... No, because if I spend a key here, I don't get a key. I really need the green key, because once I get the green key, this opens up, and it makes the level approachable. And, I mean, it's not saving... Well, okay, it is saving a bit, because I have that in the wrong order. Now if I could grab that yellow. Well, I think things are looking really bad right now, but... Okay, we get this. Yeah, I guess I just can't show off what I want to show off with this room. I could explain what's happening. Basically, if I had a green key, I mean, there's a third green key. How much do each of those eyes hit for? 42? So I'm taking 420 damage, basically, to get the key out. And an extra 120 if I want that right away. Yeah, that's still pretty expensive. Ah. Like I said, I find this route much, much harder. Maybe we just grab this. And we just grab this. And then if we play this room out properly... which involves attacking you first. Oops. You second. The reason I didn't do it this way... No. If I attack you first... Yeah, you, Wraith Beams aren't cheaper. There we go. Okay. I got one egg to spawn outside. Now I can do this. I am just taking a bunch of damage. Roach Queens get cheaper if I do this, though. Okay, and I just need a little bit more health in order to be able to do that. Okay, so if I just run for the key right away, I think this works. Okay. There we go. gets me my green key. Which we are absolutely spending here. Defense first makes sense. Do I want to spend my other yellow key? I could get a little bit of defense with it. Okay, so we got some stats. This room is starting to look approachable. We can kill this Roach Queen. Roach Queen gets cheaper and one more. We do need to kill that Roach Queen before doing anything else. We're not going to touch this. Okay, we can do this. These aren't... Oh, I guess we spend the key here, probably. Because we do want the shield. Okay, that makes you cheaper. Okay, 13 for the next one. Water skippers are 4. Do I need that attack yet? And that can make that guy cheaper. Make all of those cheaper. Those roaches are actually doable at this point. It's still kind of expensive. Four, huh? Okay, I think we're gonna do that. And if we get one more attack... That cuts us very, very close. I think we need to grab that, unfortunately, before we do this. Or if we had a yellow key, we could grab the 400 health down there. But it looks like we're out of yellow keys until we do this room. Okay. I guess that means I just have to fight you. Which gets me a little bit of health. Okay, have the water skippers. I think we've broken through. Water skippers are just one hit now. Oh, oops. No. So I might as well just do that. Okay, that's still pretty tight. But we do leave with a key. We do leave with a key. taking one hit from you anyway, so you might as well just do that. I could do this. To bring that to shore. Alright, do I have enough stats now for this? Maybe. So, I have enough to show it off anyway. So I guess I'll do it. I've been hyping up this room and it's going to be underwhelming, but, so the intended strategy here. I'm trying to remember how this works again. I think I want... Oh, right, no, this is so ridiculous. I need another green key, because I can't use this green key. Because I need to use this crate here to block a roach spawn, so that I can get eggs on this tile and this tile. Well, I could still grab this stuff. How's the other green key looking? Probably not good, because it's never looking good. Oh, I can probably do the golem now, though. 519, I don't have enough health. I mean, these are pretty cheap, I could just start doing them. This... I can get the green key out. That's still cheaper than going through the spider. If I do this with no health, I need 30 for that. We're committing to this. Not enough health, huh? Okay, that just means we do this room first. It's not that bad.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Right, let's not stab the keg. Okay, we've got a green key. We've got a yellow key. We've got health. I think we're okay. So now we can get more stats before we do the green key, so let's do this room. Yeah, because this also gets us more health. There we go. Probably not worth it given how bad the stats are that you get from this, but... there we go. Okay, so it's still 260. I do have enough health to check this two ways, so let's just see what happens. I can get out with 229. Okay, I've gotten to a point where that's cheaper, so we'll do it that way. Almost time. Alright, we're going to do this ridiculous room in the convoluted way, showing off all of the tricks that I had intended for it. So we'll do that first. I guess I have to go around. Okay. I do have to actually stab both of these. Okay, and that gets me the eggs where I want them. We'll just move this down here for now. Okay, so now I can do that. I think that's the only way to get this. Hold on, I don't need an egg here. Okay, I messed up this room. That's right. We don't do that. We do... Am I really taking another hit? Really? There is no way this is worth it. Well, I'll show it off and then I will replay the room in the way that is more sensible. Okay, there we go. I can get the defense first. This is not how you optimize this room, in case anyone was wondering. So that saves me one hot tile hit on there, and I'm still able to push the keg out. And then I actually only have 1 HP. Okay, that's funny. I don't have enough health to show off this part of it as well. That's fine. That was dumb. Let's not do the room that way. Which means I probably should have just grabbed this way earlier. Yeah, because all I need is an egg here. And not here. So that's the... That's the problem, huh? But anyway, we're not doing any of this egg nonsense. We are just going to do a much more sensible job of killing that queen. Okay, well, a terrible spot to leave the platform. Which means I don't need the green key. Okay, well... I mean, we're fighting this Wraith Wing. I'm just trying to decide if I want to kill the Roach first. You know what? This is fine. Oops, this is fine. We can go this way too. That's totally fine. Alright, and then the other use for this... Oh. Never mind, I can just do this whole time. I can just do this. Okay, well, there we go. I just found a much... See, I wasn't able to enforce what I wanted to enforce, basically, is what this comes down to. But the most optimal way to do this is to grab one of these, and then put the crate on here at the end. And now that the trapdoor is down, the crate stays there, so we can save the hit on this. So we only get hit by this once instead of twice. So 100 instead of 150 for those. Okay, this is ridiculous. Well, I got the last key. Super non-optimal. I do not have enough HP for you. I'm exactly 1 short, so let's just... okay, roaches are free. Roaches are free, there's no reason to kill them. I can get another key, though. Okay. That's enough of me being ridiculous. Let's just finish the level. Okay, roach queens are 21. Okay, this is really cheap at this point. Could grab another yellow key there. We have a yellow key. We need enough health to take on 2 spiders if we do that. Let's do that. Okay, now I got that key, which lets us get our last attack. We can now take on eggs. And skippers are free. So we'll grab the last defense. Technically worth it. We still take a double brained hit, but we've got the health for it now. And that's it. Okay. For score, we'll grab that. So there's something kind of weird that happens here. You get a stab sound there, even though we're not able to hurt the roach. So I don't, or not able to hurt the Webba, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. And we did have enough health to get through at the end, and this also demonstrates this room is very different. We cannot do anything about it because the brain takes 50 damage, and turns out that'll just kill a brain. On flat hot guys. So no skeleton key for us. We have a flash fried Wubba. This room was kind of a disappointment, the way it turned out. I way overcomplicated it, and it didn't work in the end anyway. I think the rest of it is mostly okay. This is probably never worth it. And yeah, if anybody else has played through this, I am curious to see if you had the same relative difficulty impressions on this. Is percent easy and flat hard, or was I just being very silly when I was trying to solve this? I mean, I was being very silly with this room in particular, but that aside, I do think that the flat is much harder than the percent. Alright, and that went on a bit longer than I wanted it to, but we did get it done. So obviously, perfect 10 out of 10 hold. Obviously, nothing else is better than this in the entire contest. Okay, Crumbling Caverns by LovaP48. Alright, curious to see. I did, because LovaP did message me with a playthrough of this on the flat route. So I'm curious to see what the architecture is going to be. So we'll check that out next time. We'll see you then.